So Spuun and I made a Trick Room team. As you can see, it's basically 3 Trick Room setups and 3 big-ass Pokemon, and also a Relicanth, which is pretty fucking awesome. My opponent's team, I don't really know what could be threatening on it. I just know that I'm kind of scared of that Bisharp because I don't know what Bisharp does, and Latias because Latias is always a threat. And he's going to lead off with his Landorus, and I'm going to lead off with Zhoop, level 1 Smeargle. This Smeargle is pretty much the definition of an Okie Doke. And I've used it before, and every time I use it, it just puts in the work. Or it dies insanely early. But as long as his Landorus doesn't go for like a Toxic or something, I know that I can put it to sleep and then just start running train on his team. And he's gonna set up his rocks. Big mistake. Because, well, actually not a big mistake. Because if I switch out now, and he forces me to switch, then Smeargle's basically gonna be done when he switches back in. So now I have no reason to switch. I still have no reason to switch. So I'm gonna set up my Trick Room. And now I'm gonna Endeavor. He's gonna go for Tail Glow. Again, big mistake, because now I can just Dragon Rage, and that Manaphy is essentially dead. He switches into his Magnezone. This thing's also gonna get an Endeavor to the face. Now I'm at 1%, 1 HP, so now my Endeavor will actually bring them down to 1 HP. And he makes the weirdest play of the game, I think, right here, and goes for Sucker Punch. I think it was pretty obvious that I was going for Trick Room, and he had no reason to do that. He could have just gone for Iron Head, or like Knockoff or something. Anyway, now 3 of his Pokemon are at 1%, or near enough to 1%, and his Landorus is asleep. So that's the kind of shit that Zhoop, the Okie Doke, can do. Zhoop Squad on your forehead. That's, Call 66 is feeling the Zhoop Squad on his forehead. So now I'm debating who I can go into. I still have 4 rooms of Trick Room left, so I can pretty much switch into one of my 3 big guys. I'm debating whether I should go into like Relicanth or something, and I'm gonna go into Relicanth, and I'm just gonna go for the Rocks or the Head Smash, because nothing that he can switch into really wants to take it. Even if he goes into like Gallade or something, it's probably gonna be a 2-hit KO, because this thing is fucking powerful. That's Stab, Head Smash, no recoil, Choice Band Adamant in the Trick Room. Just gonna see how much this does, and of course it misses. So he's gonna set up an SD. I'm just gonna switch in, or I'm just gonna stay in, and as you can see, it's a 2-hit KO. He's gonna knock off my item. So now I can go for whatever I want to. Not like it matters, because Trick Room's gone. So Larry King is pretty much dead. There's no reason for me to stay in, and for some reason, I have no idea why he did that, but he switches into his Latias. He goes for his Psyshock. Now he's at 69%, shout out to 69. I'm gonna go into George Costanza, my Uxie. Also, if you say Uxie, I can't be your friend. It's Uxie, not Uxie. I hate people who say Uxie, but George Costanza is pretty good. This team is very heavily centers around the 3 big guys, or the 3 big guys and then the 3 skinny guys who set up Trick Room. And Costanza, he functions as Stealth Rocks, Trick Room, and U-Turn, so I can pivot into one of my big guys. And as you can see right here, I'm going to set up the Stealth Rock, pretty much bait him to go for the Defog, so I can set up Trick Room. So now he's at -2, and I just have Trick Room up. I'm gonna U-turn because I know that he's either gonna do a move that does nothing, or he's gonna switch. He actually gets me with the Healing Wish, so I just got Latias on my forehead. But now I have Mummy in here, and this thing is stupidly good. I don't even, like, you saw from the last video, but this thing is just crazy. So I can set up a Nasty Plot, but it's probably not the best idea right now because he has this Gallade in here. So it's my best option to just go for the kill. He goes into his Landorus, which I think was a really bad play, because this just lets me set up a Nasty Plot. I can set up a Nasty Plot, he has 1 turn of guaranteed sleep, and I'm feeling risky, so I go for the Trick Room, and he actually does stay asleep, so now I am essentially guaranteed to win this game. And I think he's just gonna forfeit, I think after his Gallade dies. I don't know why he didn't go for the Shadow Sneak, maybe he didn't have it, I don't know. But he's just gonna forfeit out here after taking a while to think about what he's gonna do. And well, that'll be that.